everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. Before I go any further, I want to say a huge thank you for your support. It's so wonderful to have you as part of this journey. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, gifting or donating to the channel, or you're interested in the coaching program I'm currently offering at a very reduced price, so just to get you kick-started, then all of the instructions are below. Do remember now that I'm going live on YouTube on Wednesday Australian time and live on Instagram on Friday mornings Australian time, and once a month to do mini reads on Facebook. If you want to keep up with all of those things, or you want to know when I'm going to be live, just whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page, and everything's pinned to the top of the page there, so you can find out exactly where I am, where I'm going. At the moment, I'm not doing a lot of face-to-face readings, and we aren't doing fairs because of obviously the virus, but hopefully when I get back to doing those, I'll be posting those on my page as well. This reading here is for the sign of Taurus. Now Taurus, this is for Taurus Moon, Taurus Sun, Taurus Venus, and Taurus rising or ascendant. So if you've got any of those in your chart, this reading is for you. But being a general reading, it may not always resonate. So take what you need and leave the rest. Okay. First flipper I've had today, the Nine of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles often talks about becoming single, but it can also talk about becoming self-sufficient. So you can still get the Nine of Pentacles even in a relationship. It's about feeling confident with everything, confident with the way where you are in life. You could have achieved something. You could have, finished a degree, finished some sort of education, got the job of your dreams, but something can make you feel really good. But it may just be that you're at a time in your life where you're very satisfied with everything around you and you're not wanting for anything. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands coming through. See, this is the energy you're coming into at the moment. The Queen of Wands represents the fire signs, and she's the feminine aspect of a fire sign. She's very attractive, she's very alluring, she's intelligent, she knows what she wants, she goes after it, she's passionate, she's driven, she's a leader, but she's a very different leader to the King of Wands. This is a person who leads with the feminine aspects. So she's possibly quite intuitive, very loving, very nurturing. But this is the energy that's surrounding you at the moment. Now behind that we have the Hanged Man. So there's sort of an energy of needing to take time out here to see things from a different perspective. But I also feel here that some of you might have done this to get into this Queen of Wands energy. So sometimes we need to take time out to do, review things, see things in a different way. Sometimes perhaps we want to change our path, we want to move in a different direction. We're not really content with what life's offering us and we want to really go after something new here. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords coming through. There's a little bit of worry about where you're going in life here. Three of Swords is here, rightio, now I see why, with the Six of Swords, yeah. Some of you have walked away from another situation here, yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of energy of moving away from something. So for some of you, I feel the moving away may not be from a physical thing or from a person. It may be that you've just got to a time in your life where you're looking around thinking, what I have in my life isn't serving me at the moment. I want a lot more than I have. I want to be, a bit more well off, or I want to have a better job. I want to have love in my life. I want to buy a house, I want to buy a car, whatever it is. There is some feeling here that you are getting to a point in your life where you're not satisfied with the status quo. You're not satisfied by where you are. You want more, and that's okay. So this is about trying to understand how to get yourself from point A to point B. So you're putting in this energy now to grow yourself, to bring yourself what you want. It may be that you're manifesting something, but it's also about putting in the practical steps as well. So some of you may be walking into new careers. You may be looking at your own business here with the Queen of Wands. You may be deciding that where you were is not what you want. You want more quality of life. You might want more time. It may be that you've been working in jobs that are really demanding and you don't have enough time for family. So you could be starting to review that as well. Whatever it is for you here, you're reviewing your life. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords. There you go. This is about stepping into your truth. You know, a lot of us sit around thinking, this is it. This is all we're going to get. This is where we are. And of course it's not. You can have a lot more if you want it. You know, sometimes that means putting the steps in place to go after it, or even just recognizing that it's possible, because a lot of us limit ourselves with our beliefs. So we think we can't do better than what we do, or that we are in a place where we're incredibly grateful for what we have, but it doesn't mean that we don't want to have more in our lives, and we want to create an abundance. Ace of Swords says you're stepping into your truth here, you're stepping into who you really are, and you're understanding your personal value. Okay, so I have the Knight of Coins coming through. The Knight of Coins is followed by the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, this is about having love in your life. Okay, Page of Swords coming through. You may be using the internet here. It's very possible you could be on the internet looking for new love, looking for new opportunities here. But you're doing this in a very different way. So you've been through some sort of learning here that's helping you to understand what direction you want to go in. So maybe you've been focused on a particular thing and not really understanding what you truly want in life, because now you're going after what you truly want. There's a very beautiful energy here that you are understanding this true love. Perhaps you've been very conditional in the past. Perhaps you've always thought, you know, love should be a certain way or come in a certain shape or form. But you are taking on the energy here of the Knight of Coins. So this has been a bit of a slow journey for you, finding the kind of love that sits beautiful with you. But you're understanding your truth here with the Ace of Swords. So something's changed. Something's triggered you to realizing that you've been doing things in, not so much in the wrong way, but maybe you haven't been doing them in your best interest up until now. So maybe, for example, and it's a very loose example, you may have only been looking for jobs that you feel that you were able to do, rather than stretching yourself and going after things that are above your expectations. Maybe it's the other way around, where you're having jobs with lots of responsibilities, but now you're looking at it differently and you want something that's more in line with you. Maybe with this Ace of Cups, you're giving away working for other people and moving to your own business here to bring in money. But whatever you're doing a lot of work on the internet here. So you could be like watching a lot of YouTube clips. You could be trying to sort of find out from other people what is right for you here. So you're looking perhaps to the gurus. But for others of you, if this is about love, you could be checking, checking out people on the internet, looking for the right person, but maybe you've expanded your horizons now. Maybe you were only looking for people with blonde hair, but now you've decided that you could settle for a brunette too. Whatever this is for you, you're opening your ideas here. You're not being so narrow-minded about what you're looking for. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here. I feel like here, look at this Knight of Cups, definitely for some of you about love. And we have the Justice card with the Hierophant here. So for some of this, you may be wanting, you know, the whole 9 yards here. You might be looking for someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, someone that really sort of brings it all in for you. And maybe you've just been looking at things the wrong way. I see this Ace of Cups. I keep seeing this guy here with the telescope, and I think you may have honed your vision. You may have decided things needed to be a certain way, and now it's sort of like here, you've got the key here now to realizing that what you've been looking for or how you've been doing things up until now may not be the best way of doing things. You may be changing something, like I said, changing your job, going for something completely different, deciding that the type of love you're looking for was not really the type of love you wanted. Okay, so we have the Fool card. Wow, you've got a lot of major arcanas coming through in this reading. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming through, which flipped out at the beginning, and the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. This is really taking you towards your abundance here. Oh, excuse me. It's really moving you to exactly what you want to have. But in order to move to what you wanted to have, you had to let go of what you thought you needed, which is actually going to take you to what you wanted anyway. But you've had to let go. So you've had to let go of some sort of belief, some way of doing things, some way of operating here that has not been serving you. I feel that perhaps for some of you here, it has been being on your own for a while. Maybe you were going after love after coming out of another situation where you sort of formed certain beliefs about love that weren't perhaps right for you. But it's almost like you're moving into this new energy now of, you know, perhaps you've had time by yourself to really discover. My goodness, this reminds me of Thumbelina. Maybe you've discovered by being alone here for a while that you are ready to take a leap. Maybe you're making judgments on things too soon and you needed the time by yourself to see things in a different way here. But whatever this is for you, you are completely changing your view on something. And it's come from perhaps being on your own for a while and really sort of going through your own feelings here. Let's just have another look. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. So you're now standing in this beautiful fiery energy. This Hanged Man, I feel, has come possibly from spending time alone here and understanding what you want from life. We have this 9 of Swords, so I know the energy has been pretty tough for you to work through, and it looks like you've had some sort of heartbreaks in the past, but I look at this and I think maybe you've been picking the wrong type of person for you. Maybe you've been picking the wrong jobs for you, because you're moving away from that energy now and taking on this brand new energy. There seems to be here this energy of, you know, trying to sort out here how to bring a balance in, how to move towards what you want. Something's been revealed to you with this moon here, because you're moving into this energy here of walking away from things that no longer serve you and picking up what you sort of, what do they say? Picking up on the roundabout which you lost on the swings or something. Something like that. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. But it's like you're understanding now that the very thing that you wanted is coming in now that you've set your sights on something different. Funny, isn't it? Sometimes what we want is right in front of our nose, but we're not looking for it. And I feel like that's what's happening here. It's almost like the very thing that you wanted is coming in. Now you've let go of the very thing you wanted. You've chased it too hard. That's what it feels like. You've been after it. You've been forcing yourself to go after something. You've been only keeping your focus on an outcome rather than allowing the universe to bring you what you want. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay. You need to go with the universe, probably that too, but you need to just go with the flow. You're trying to chase after something when it's naturally already coming to you. And the universe will not give me a card to give to you here. Yep, that's the one they want. All that glitters. Perfect. That's so perfect for this reading. Oh, wow. Okay. The saying is actually all that glistens, but we won't worry about that now, because all that glitters still does the same thing. Okay, a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing and being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they think they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? That's why I said, I think you've been focused on going after one thing when in reality the very thing you want is in front of you, but you're not seeing it because you're focused on your own outcomes. Go with the flow. Thanks, Taurus.